I'm Christine.
I'm Michelle.
And we're the Lone Star Stitchers. Welcome back to our channel. We're here to share with you our cross stitching and what we've been up to and what plans we have. So it is April the 12th. So welcome back. You know, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming by. If you are a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by and taking a look. Really appreciate it. And we're going to share with you some of our cross stitching and just what we've been up to.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks since we were last here.
Yeah, we do. We only we film like every 2.5 to 3 weeks. So yeah, it's been a while, and in that time, Easter has come. You know, hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. Easter was really early this year.
Very early.
Because I don't even feel like I mean, I got time to prepare for Easter.
Right. I didn't even really decorate for Easter.
Yeah, it was very early this year. So what did you do for Easter?
We just ate at home and went to church, and it was very quiet. It's just the three of us, so we didn't do all that much. But it did come so fast. I mean, I still have my Valentine decorations up and my March decorations up.
Oh my goodness.
And I never really got Easter up. So now everything is just got to come down, and I need to start fresh with summer decorations.
Well, what about spring?
And spring, yes. If I make it to spring.
Yeah, no. We had a pretty quiet Easter also. Went to church. And then we came home and we had a cookout and we had some family. So it was nice. Yeah. It was enjoyable, you know, and just hung around here at the house.
And we did go to Stitch-in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yes. Stitch-in, which was really fun.
Yes, we had Stitch-in on Saturday at the police station. They have a community room. So then it is hosted by Nancy Waller from Faith Works Design, and we had a stitch-in, and well, we had even a little Easter hunt
party,
an Easter hunt. Nancy gave us, as we walked in, she had us pick out an egg, and then from there she hid bags throughout the room. She had bags throughout the room so that way we could go hunting for them. And I know in my bag I got a chocolate bunny.
Oh, and I didn't bring mine. Mine's different.
Oh,
that one's so cute.
Yeah, it was a chocolate bunny, and it was a floss and a magnet. So then really had a lot of fun with that. And there were quite a few people out there.
We had a full house. We even had 2 new girls.
Oh, yes.
That showed up.
And we had Kelly, who came in from a neighboring town, so that we to our stitch-in. So thank you for coming, Kelly. And Gina also, she lives here also in El Paso, but thank you for coming. It was a pleasure meeting you ladies. You know, hope to see you at the next stitch-in.
Yes, it was fun.
Which is going to be on April the 22nd. So yeah. Thank you ladies for joining us, and it was a lot of fun.
It really was.
You know, and well, we had sweet and salty. So that is to where everybody takes something either sweet or salty so that we can snack on. So
And you brought the best dessert.
Oh,
your cherry delight.
Yes, cherry delight. It was
so good.
Eagle brand milk, and I make sure to take it where there's lots of people, because otherwise, if I have it here, I'm just gonna eat it, and it's just gonna add on to the hips.
You're gonna eat the whole thing.
I'm gonna wind up eating it because nobody else is gonna want to eat it.
It was so good. I had seconds. Yeah, I went up just for that.
Well, thank you.
Specifically.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll start with our previous finishes. Do you have any previous?
I didn't bring any previous finishes.
Don't have any previous finishes with you. Okay. So then I have 2 to show. This is a JBW. It says Very Merry Spring. That I've had it for quite some time. and it's just a little wall hanging, and it's done with a variegated floss. So yeah,
That's adorable. And what did you finish it on? What is this?
It's,
Is it double?
I think it's foam core.
Foam core.
It's foam core. I think it's 2 foam core, or maybe just the 1 foam core that is bigger. I know that I had done this as a stitch along when Nancy had her store, the Counted Thread.
Okay.
So yeah, I have that one.
That's so cute.
It's very happy with the green.
The colors.
And then I had finished this.
Oh, cute.
Which was the Bloom by Stitching with the Housewives. Instead of using black, I don't stitch on black too much. So this is a blue 14 count fabric that is from Hobby Lobby. It was their Artiste brand, so I just made that, and I used the Priscilla's plaids, the mustard on the back, and then I just put this together. And this is on with magnets. So this was actually, oh, let's hope they don't all come off. Oh, they may all come off. No, they didn't. Okay. This was actually a Christmas one. So then I just used that, and then it's just stuck on with magnets and washers.
And the top part is...
It's also...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes it nice.
Yeah, so then if I wanted to use it for something else,
you can.
Yeah. So that's my previous finishes.
Nice. And I love that fabric. I love Ada.
Yeah, it was nice. It's easy on the eyes.
Yes.
So as I've gotten older, I've gravitated towards Ada.
And it's just as pretty as any of the others, and I especially like the Ada at Michael's and Joann's, the one that is dyed with it looks like it's hand dyed.
Oh, the DMC that they have, the DMC roll. Yeah, yeah, those are really pretty. They're also very pretty. Well, this is the Artiste brand.
That's the Artiste.
And it was just a blue, wanted just plain blue. So yeah, something of a different color.
Very nice.
So those were my previous finishes that I had to share. How about some current?
Gorgeous. Current FFOs. Okay, I brought one.
Okay.
And it's finally finished. It's the...
Zoe got groomed today, yes. So then she's being very needy.
She doesn't have any bows, though.
No
bows?
No, she takes them off right away.
Oh.
So then here, say hi, Zoe, so that I can put you down.
Oh, she just wants to
I
join
know.
in.
Oh, okay. Let's put you down for a little bit. Okay, so what about your previous finishes?
Country Cottage Needleworks June. I think I showed this one time, but now I finished it on the finishing piece.
Oh, that's a pretty finishing piece.
And this was stitched on 14 count from Michael's. That real, I don't have the color, but it's the real pretty yellow, and it has a lot of splotches on it. So it.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
That is really pretty.
And this is also on with a magnet. And it's finished on mat board with 2 pieces. And I did put a little bit under here, some batting, just to make it a little bit puffy.
Did you use 1 or 2 things of batting?
One.
One?
One.
It looks like you used more than 1 batting.
I know, maybe my batting is a little bit thick.
Well, that's pretty.
Yeah.
No, it looks really nice. Nice. And then you have the other side that you're able to...
Yeah, I could put something on the back.
The daily menu, I told her, for dinner.
Have to write it in chalk every day. So
the
3 of us can see what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And trying to come up with something for dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is like one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
What do I feel like eating? Because I ask for input.
But you don't receive.
I ask for input. I'm like, what do you feel like eating? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then I ask my daughter, what do you feel like eating? Oh, I don't know. I'm not hungry right now. I'm like, okay, well,
we're gonna have this, and then they're like,
I know. I pick out what. Okay, then I'll make this, and they're like, oh no, but I don't feel like eating that. I'm like, okay, I asked. But yeah, that's one of the hardest things, I would say, trying to figure out
what's
a menu.
For dinner.
Yeah, what's for dinner. Well, so for my current FFOs, FFOing is not my favorite. You know, I really have to be in the mood.
But she's so good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I have to be in the mood, and I have to come up with an idea of what I would want. But I had stitched this freebie from Heart in Hand. It came out at Market, and I believe like whenever I placed my order with Colorado Cross Stitch for my Nashville releases, and she sent it to me. So I did stitch this, and I watched the Flosstube tutorial from Hands On Design on how to make it into a pin cushion.
I love that.
So it is a pin cushion. I did put a backing on it. The same material. It is a homespun. So I ripped it, and that's how I made my bow. So
cute.
I have a pin cushion now because I'm wanting to sew I'm wanting to stitch things that represent either our craft or a sewing room. So yeah, this is what I made. So I have this that I have finished.
And what count is that?
This is a 16 count Ada driftwood from Color and Cotton. That's what this is.
Nice.
16 count Ada. I like the 16 count Ada. I mean, I'll pretty much stitch on 32 count, 28 count, but 16 count I do really enjoy. Now this is the Mad for Plaid. I stitched it. I changed it. Instead of doing it on black, I did it on beige.
Nice.
And it is wheat, 28 count. So I did it on this. I had started on the Night Sky by Fiber on a whim, but it wasn't speaking to me. So I stitched it on this wheat, which I like the colors better. But since it was wheat, I had to change the color of the green for spring. So I used the same green that went on the leaves. And then the fabric background, it's a fabric from Joann's that they had their quarters for $1 or 10 for $10. So this was the fabric I had chosen just because I thought it was happy, so I had it in my stash. I had the ribbon in my stash also. And so I don't have a bird, but I have a duck. And the board is from Chantelle, 141 on the edge. I did spray paint it, not the best. Here's some little wrinkles here where the plastic got stuck, so I'll have to go in, sand it, and get it done again. But you know,
nice.
But for the most part,
I
really like it. You know,
out so good.
I really love the way it turned out. I love the green fabric. Came out really, really nice. So I was really happy with it. I was very, very happy with my little Mad for Plaid.
And then now you can
display it. And then next month I'll start on the summer.
And then you'll just swap it out.
Yeah, so that I can swap it out. It is held with magnets. I did do it with magnets. So then the bow
also.
You see?
Yeah, you don't want to.
I hope the whole thing doesn't come off. See, it does have a magnet. And then this also is with magnets. So that I can just switch it up, swap it out. So yeah.
Very nice.
Now then I get to do the fun part of just stitching. Yeah.
Because you have your finishing piece for all the rest of them. Now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no, I was really happy with this.
You may just have to make new bows. But...
Oh yeah. I'll have to find a purple fabric. I think for the other one is what I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah.
Is purple. So yeah, I
love
was very
it. Love
happy
it.
with
Love
that.
it.
I loved it.
So cute.
Yeah. So then those were my current FFOs. How about finishes?
Finishes, okay. I did have a finish which I was working on for Easter, and it's Crunch by Stitching with the Housewives. So I did finally finish this. It's 14 count black Ada. I did have a lot of trouble stitching it after I stitched the cup. I had to rip out the bunny several times because I don't know, I just wasn't counting right. I think when I went to stitching and I start talking and trying to stitch, that's a problem for me. Focus. And I'll probably finish it on this.
Oh, that's a pretty fabric. That's very pretty. That's happy.
And I have the other two already to go with it.
That's so cute, Pete.
So I'm going to put them all three on a finishing piece when I figure out what that is.
Oh, that is really pretty. Like a big board, I guess. And then just even like if it's something that you color it in the back and then just put each individual.
I watched Mmstitcher and she finished it that way. And she had like a wire basket that she flipped like this. And she put all three of them in with different colors, and hers turned out really cute.
Oh, that's an idea.
So I might copy her.
Yeah, be able to finish up on a basket and then just put some greenery in. Yeah, that'll be really nice. So then those are your finishes, and then for my finishes, I did finish my March. It is from Hands On Design. And it is, let's see, A Year of Celebration Season 2. So I'm doing them on the 28 count gingham. So 32 count, 32 count gingham. I am leaving off the month. So then I filled it in with more of the green up here, and I made some more purple flowers. So that's what I did on that. And then I finished Chubby Bunny.
This is my favorite.
My Chubby Bunny. That was a Nashville release by Jeanette Douglas. Really enjoyed stitching this. It is on a 16 count. Picture This Plus Regency. I loved how it came out. A lot of the colors I didn't have. So I had to do some substituting. Like it called for pine needles for the dark green. I used Weeks Dye Works collards. The light yellow, it called for Yukon gold. So I used the new Cottage daisies. I used that one. And I the purples I didn't have either, so I used amethyst and number 29. So yeah,
very sweet.
Yeah, that came out really nice. I loved stitching on it. I think I did it for like 3-4 days because I am a slow stitcher and I get distracted.
Oh, that's okay.
I get distracted, so yeah.
That's not bad at all.
So yeah, those were my FFOs or my finishes. So then I'll have to FFO them maybe not for next time.
Maybe not next time.
But I know like these I plan on making into a pillow at some point. And then this one I do have a round that I have bought from Dollar Tree. So then I'll just have to find big enough rounds to put it in. So yeah,
like a pie tin.
Like a big tart. So I do have some ideas. So then I'll just have to work on those.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes,
very nice.
And do you have a Save the Stitches?
I do have a Save the Stitches. I bought it online. I know. Somebody was getting rid of this, and
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. It looks like it's a linen, a 28 count,
or a 32,
or a 32 maybe.
Yeah.
Little House Needleworks was this pattern. They put it out quite a while ago, but I will have this finished next time.
That is gorgeous.
I do have a piece that I want to put it on.
That is very pretty. You want to Save the Stitches?
Sure. Go ahead. And this was for my finish last time, my Easter finish. Christy made this bow for me when we went to Stitch-n with her Bowdabra. It's a contraption that's
a contraption?
a plastic contraption that helps you make really cool layered bows. So she made this to go on my finish. And I put a magnet on the back and it just sets it off right on the corner of my Easter finish that I showed last time.
Yeah, the Bowdabra is really nice if you like making bows, and if you're not comfortable making them on your with your hands, you can get the Bowdabra. They do sell it at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if Michael still carries it. I've had mine since like the late 90s. But I mean, it's really nice to make bows. They have a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and they do include the CD with it so that you can look to see what different bows that you can make with it. So yeah, I mean, if you like making bows, I do suggest the Bowdabra is a really nice contraption. It is a really nice contraption. So yeah. Do you have?
I did bring a piece of fabric that I got, and I think I left my threads at home that I bought at Stitch-n. Nancy had all the threads out for us so we could pick through the the Classic Color Works, the Weeks, and what else did she have?
Gentle Arts.
Yeah. So I did grab a few of those last time, but I just ordered this and got it in the mail, 16 count. Picture This Plus Doubloon. It's a real nice neutral color. Christy had some of this recently, so I liked it and got that. Has some modeling on it.
Yeah, that is a real nice fabric. I like it. It's a real neutral, and your white and everything stands out on it. And all I had was 14 count. So yeah, I have bought the 16 count
16.
On
That's
that.
Very nice.
Yes. Well, for me, I have a couple of haul.
And the Chubby Bird pattern.
Oh, here's the Chubby Bird pattern.
That's the other thing I got. There it is.
Chubby Bird.
That's going to go with your Chubby Bunny.
The Chubby Bunny.
Yeah.
So then that, Hobby Lobby was having a sale. It seems like Hobby Lobby is restructuring their store. And when I was talking to one of the employees there, they were saying how, I guess, like they reduce the areas. Like if it's the sewing area, like they'll reduce it by one aisle. Or if it's a crafting aisle, a section, they'll reduce it like by 2 aisles so that they can make room for other stuff that they're going to be showing or have in their store, because that now that they're going to carry more home decor, you know, like for kids and for dog animals, you know. So I guess they were getting rid of or I don't think they're getting rid of the whole thing of cross stitching, but they may be reducing it, maybe. So then I was able to get this fabric. It's a 28 count even weave. It's white. It's 30 by 36, but normally it's for $20. I got it for $4.99.
That's good.
So then I figured I can either, if I want to use if a lot of things are coming out on white, or if I want to dye it.
Yeah.
I figured that's what I could do with that also.
Very fun.
And then they're a toile threads. They had them for 43 cents. I really hope they don't get rid of them, because I like the toiles, but never think of what I want to use it for until I'm ready. So I did buy 10 of them. You know, I figured like the black is good for some spiders for Halloween. Yeah, that's what I had thought. I should have looked for an orange or a yellow, but I got some
purple too.
Yeah, I got some blue for, I guess, stars. And then I got some greens and reds for Christmas. This could be another Halloween. And then these two was just because I like the colors. I figured like I can make some flowers and just have a little sparkle. Yeah, Valentine. So then I did buy some etoiles, but they were 43 cents each, so I just couldn't pass up. I should have gotten
more.
Some yellow for stars. You know,
it adds just enough sparkle. It's not like using a solid sparkly thread. I really like them.
Yeah, yeah, they don't tangle up as much because I know I use the Krynic. I have quite a bit of the Krynics, and I know I rub them through thread conditioner in order to straighten them out to make it easier.
Yeah.
To stitch. So that was my Hobby Lobby haul. And then Color and Cotton, I got really lucky. They have posted that they had some ready to ship fabric. So I went on and they had their 16 count Renaissance. This was their March 2023 Fabric Club. So I was able to get some 16 count Renaissance. So I was really lucky. I was just like, ooh, you know, I get.
Yeah, it's hard to find their fabric.
Yeah. And then they also had their $5 5 skeins for $5. They're grab bags. So I grabbed one of the grab bags, and these are the colors I got.
So you don't know what colors you're going to get?
It's a grab bag. So then it's just whatever they send you out.
Well, those are pretty.
Yeah, so then I figure I could add them to my stash. I know everyone's talking a lot about Color and Cotton, so I can add them to my stash, and I'll just use them. Use them here and there. And then, yes, at Stitch In, Nancy did have her threads. So then, I mean, it's really nice whenever Nancy does take her threads, because then you're able to stock up, or if you're missing some colors. So she had the new Weeks Dye Work. So I got 2 of the sun dried. But yeah, just I think it's just sun dried. So then I'm gonna be using this. I'm starting to do flags on the 4th. So I'll use this red for one of the flags. And then a lot of the colors, I want to do the Blooming Tiny Town. So then I bought some of the colors for that. And then some of the colors were just because I was either running out like of Hick sticks. I was running out of clay pot. Buckeye Scarlet, another good flag color. Then the new one from Sampler Threads, Ohio Skies. Thought that would just look really pretty on some clouds. Maybe that's what I could, if it isn't too gray, I could use for the clouds. The Bloomingtown. And then these are just some of the other ones, like Old Blue Jeans. I was running out. Lobster Claw. I just thought was a real nice pumpkin color. So yeah. So then that was my haul.
That's nice.
Also then when I say that I'm not gonna buy anything, well, I still continue to buy. I have a problem.
That's okay.
I have a problem. I have FOMO.
Oh, I know.
I'm always fear of missing out. Yes, I'm like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. That now, just if I would stitch as quick as what I wanted.
Can buy it, yeah.
Yes, as I could buy it would be better. So yeah.
That's okay.
So yeah, those were my haul. So I was gonna put out there, what kind of stitcher do you consider yourself? That's, I guess, our question. What kind of stitcher do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself, I stitch what I want when I want? Do you consider yourself a monogamous stitcher? What kind of stitcher do you consider yourself, Michelle?
Well, I was a monogamous stitcher until I started watching Flosstube a lot, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can't just stitch on one thing because I'll never get anything done. So now, instead of being monogamous stitcher, I've kind of switched to trying to switch it up and start more projects. So goodness knows I've got plenty to pick from. But yeah, it's different because I just used to think, well, you get one pattern and you stitch it and then you're done and then you start another one. But apparently that's not how it works.
Not if you want to stitch a lot. Yeah, I know that for a long time, I think I would consider myself a monogamous stitcher. I would get my pattern, I would stitch it, but then I would get bored. Yeah. So then I would stitch less and less on it. And when I started looking at Flosstube, you know, different Flosstubers do different things. So then I know, like, Once Upon a Stitch, like she has a 2-day rotation. That's smart, you know, yeah. And she does it so that she can touch more patterns, and because she wants to stitch more things. And I know, like, Virginia Stitcher also has a lot of WIPs, you know, and it's just that, I mean, these designers put out such pretty designs, and you want to stitch everything. Yeah. So then I've started trying to do some kind of rotation, like a 2 or 3 day rotation, and if I really like what I'm stitching, then I'll go back and I'll continue stitching it. Or if I think that I may have it close to a finish, you know, I'll continue stitching it. I know I've been doing the monthly acrostics from the Facebook monthly magazine challenge, and I really enjoy that because then it gives me the opportunity to their acrostic to pick patterns based on their acrostic. So then I've stitched a little bit more of different patterns of what I want to stitch.
Well, that's funny you mentioned that because I printed it out and I'm going to try it. This is what she's talking about, the monthly magazine acrostic. And they give you 2 choices. The first one was the library theme, but I went with this one down here, which is shelves, and tried to come up with a word that matched what I wanted to stitch. And then here's your goals over here. So I'm going to try that and see how that works for me. Yeah. For the rest of April.
Yeah, I've been using it, and I know like I'll, like, for shelves, I put so the monthly acrostic. So then what goal are you giving yourself?
I think I'm just going to try to, since April's, you know, we're already into April, a couple days on each one.
Yeah, because what it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then even like if you did a 2-day, that'll be 14 days. 14, yeah. So then you would be able to touch everything
that I want. So
yeah, because I know that I do use that, but I write it in my planner. I do try to keep a planner. So here I have my shelves, and I put there what word, like for my S, I did sew or stitch, which was the freebie that I stitched from Heart and Hand. Hands-on design, I'll do my April. Enormous, I put for the, what is it, Hive Rules, because it's enormous to me. L is for lemon, so V is going to be for vision. E is for endearing, which was my little chubby bunny. And then seasons, stitching with a needle and thread the houses, the seasons of the heart. So then I'm trying to get out of my monogamous stitching and using the monthly acrostic. So usually I wish I could count my stitches, but I get really discouraged. Yeah. Because then I'm sitting there, I have the thread in my hand, and and I'm stitching according to me. But then when I count it, I find out like it's only 80, maybe maybe a little over 100, and I've sat there for 2 hours.
2 hours.
So
Yeah,
then
I definitely don't like to count stitches.
I get very discouraged. So then on my planner, I just put like what I worked on that day.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like for the month of March,
That one's nice.
here was my March, and so I stitched every day, but I did not stitch on the 16th or the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I just put a strand or two, I do count it as a stitching. Like for the 4th, instead of my cross stick, I did flags on the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the days I did Chubby Bunny and squeeze the day. So then I'll just put a slash, like if I got tired of stitching on one. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm really trying to get away from being a monogamous stitcher because I do get bored.
Yeah.
So then if you all don't mind telling us, you know, what kind of stitcher do you consider yourselves? You know, I'd really be interested to hear, or if you have any rotations that you do, I mean, please share them with us. You know, always looking for different rotations on how to do the most, because I definitely have stash that's gonna outlive me, I'm sure. Yeah. So on our Flosstuber, I did want to say thank you so much to Stitching with Sandi. She gave us a shout out, and she's just so nice.
Yes, that was really nice of her.
I mean, she gave us a beautiful shout out, and I really appreciate it. I love her finishes. She is a kindergarten teacher, and she just has so much creativity.
She does, and she finishes a lot. She finds time somehow
to finish a lot, and she also puts together a lot for our community, like whether it's a Zoom call, I believe they do, and like they'll trade pieces, exchange pieces also.
She does a lot of exchanges. I've seen them. They're very nice.
But I did want to tell her thank you very much,
Sandi,
for the shout out. That was really nice. Really appreciated that. Also, Javagirl, I know she's had her Flosstube for a while, but I love watching her finishes, and I really like a lot of her color changes. So I did want to give her a shout out. I just really enjoy watching her, you know, and she touches so many different projects and everything. So then I just love watching her also. Even though that I watch several Flosstubers, but like my Sundays, I think that's all I do. I spend my whole day like just watching Flosstube after Flosstube after Flosstube, and then of course I have my regulars that I'm like, okay, it's Tuesday. They're putting on. It's Wednesday. They're gonna post. So then, you know, I do really enjoy watching Flosstube.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to mention a newer one that has just started her Flosstube. I watched it a couple nights ago. She's a young girl from California. Her name's Kennedie Creates. I'll put the link in the description. And she has a lot of really cute finishes. She stitches a lot of stitching with the Housewives patterns, so I really enjoyed watching her. And she has her mother on sometimes as a guest. And so go check her out if you have time.
Oh yeah, I have time. I have time. Did want to mention some sales that are out there. There's the PCS Hive Rules. It's 1 rule a month. Like I said, on mine, I started in the middle, so I do need to go back and continue. I did finish my rule for last month.
Very good.
It is a 27 count Linda, so then it's going to be an enormous project.
It will be, yes.
So then I think I'm going to work up, and so then my next rule will be mind your own beeswax.
That's cute.
It's a lot smaller than the always be humble and kind.
That was really big.
So then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on this week. So then, or I'll pick it up at least a day or two and work on that. So then they have that one, and then I know Javagirl also has one that is a fruit salad sal. And on that one, it's any fruit salad. They started it, her and her friends started it on April the 1st. And it's going to run, I believe, all summer. So then it's any fruit, any like lemon, strawberry, watermelon, you know. So then be sure to post on there. I do have one, and I will point out my boo-boo. So... but I'm still going to finish it, and I'm not going to go back and rip it out, because...
that's the one you took to stitch in. That's what you were working on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I have the boo-boo, because I took it to stitch in.
Just like me.
So it's the Primrose Cottage, Squeeze the Day. And my boo-boo is, you're supposed to have one square between the lime and the line here, and it's not going to. It's going to be flushed. It's going to be flushed.
Oh, that's okay.
But I'm like, okay, I'm not going to rip it out and try to figure out where I went wrong. So I'm just going to roll with it. Keep going, and then I'll finish it into a pillow. So this is what I'm using right now for their fruit salad. And then Sun City Stitchers will be starting a sale on May the 1st. It is going to be float like a butterfly or sting like a bee. And their hashtag is going to be float or sting sal. And that's going to start on May 1st. And that one's hosted by Sun City Stitchers. So then I know I have my float.
You have it ready?
I have it ready to go. So then May 1st, I will start that with them. And then, of course, Penny's Daughter Stitches, and another lady that is with her, another cross stitcher and Flosstuber. They are doing hashtag FFO challenge for 2023. So then any FFOs you have, you know, be sure to tag that on Instagram, or I guess also on Facebook. So then that's another sale that they have all year in trying to finish their projects. So yeah.
Very nice.
So what plans do you have, or?
I'm just gonna try to follow my new acrostic plan and see if I can stick to it for the remainder of the month.
I will call you.
Keep me.
I'll call you every day.
Keep me in line.
What are we stitching on today?
And I'm going to try to write it in this planner that I've had for years and years and years and I've never used. So we'll see how that turns out.
That's
yeah.
That's a nice planner.
It's not have anything filled out yet. Let's see. Here's the squares. So I'll start fresh.
I'll have to give you some
stickers.
so that you can put on there.
So hopefully I can do better now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my plans are just to continue with my monthly magazine acrostic and to work on these two. And then what else did I have that I was working on? This is my, with a needle and thread, this is where I'm at. And this is the spring. Let me show you the...
Oh, I like that.
The pattern. I have the July, but... Where was it? Oh my, I'm sorry. I showed the pattern. I'm so sorry. But it's this one that I'm working on the top. So that's where I'm at on that. So I'll put some days on that, and I will... I think that's it. Those two are going to be my one. And then hopefully, and this should go quickly for anybody else but me.
What is it? Oh, your Lori Holt.
My Lori Holt stitch cards. And then what I was thinking of, I don't know whether to do them separately or to do them together, but on this aqua fabric. So So if you have an opinion or an idea, would you do these together or separately? I'd really like to know about that too.
Yeah.
Too. What do you think
Cute.
on that? And those are my plans.
What
And
size do those turn out?
they're not very
They're not
big.
very big.
It's a 14 count. So then I don't think, I mean, they're not very big. They're like, what, 34 by 34.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if whether I want to do them as little pillows or together. So yeah. What would you do?
Let us know.
Let us know. What would you do? And as for plans, I know. Well, tomorrow is my wedding anniversary. We're going to be married 31 years.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Can you imagine 31 years? I'm like,
wow.
Sometimes I stop and I think, wow, I feel every day or every year of it. And then other times I'm like,
so fast.
I can't believe it's 31 years. Yeah, we've been married. So then that's for tomorrow.
That's
And such a great way to celebrate. We're going to go do taxes.
Oh gosh. Is that all you can think of?
You know what? We've put it off as long as possible.
As long as possible. I know.
Yeah. So then it's like, okay.
Well, then afterwards you can
go to dinner. Yeah. But I mean, we're like, okay, this.
How romantic.
I know. Huh? We gotta go do our taxes. I mean, yeah. We're practically at the deadline.
Yeah, I know. You better. That's so funny.
But that is something that I think that we always wait till April.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, just not wanting to send out that check.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. So then, what plans do you have? I know on the 22nd we have stitch in again. So
definitely.
And other than that,
yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else
other than just work.
Other than just work and trying to cross stitch around work and life.
Life. So then, if, like I say, if you have stopped by, this was your first time, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. To our channel. We would like to reach to 500 subscribers. Once we do get to 500 subscribers, we'll go ahead and have a giveaway. Really do appreciate you taking the time to come and watch. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And we will see you next time, which will probably be in about another 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
So afterwards, I was looking at the calendar. I'm thinking maybe May 3rd.
May. Okay.
Yeah. So then everybody take care. Be careful. I know the weather's been crazy. Here in El Paso, we have spring. Spring has arrived for us.
Definitely.
Our weather's in the 80s. So yeah, it has arrived. But if you're somewhere else that you're still getting snow, or if you're part of where the tornadoes are, or anything like that, we really pray for you all.
Yeah, our
and
heart
that
goes out to you.
And that you all stay safe and be careful out there. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yay.